back again. Little boy. Welcome back to the VAR Room, where Americans talk soccer. I'm your co-host today, Idris, alongside me, Jun. How you doing, Jun?
What's up, everybody? This is June. I'm doing great. Stay hydrated and football.
Well, thank you to all our subscribers for the support. Make sure you hit that like button. I know y'all tired of hearing
Smash
that,
that like
but
button.
you gotta smash the like button. And
You gotta
today
do
we
it.
take yeah, and today we take on a controversial topic which has been going around across different fan bases in the Premier League. And that topic is, who is the best youngster in the league?
Me.
If you ask me, hey, June got Techers. Don't sleep on him, bro. You think Foden is good? Wait till you watch June play, man. My man's got Techers.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, I got some taggers.
Yeah, but if you ask a Man City fan, they're gonna tell you Phil Foden. If you ask an Arsenal fan, they're gonna tell you Bukayo Saka. Ask a Spuds
Bukaka.
fan, Bukayo. Ask a Spuds fan, oh, they don't have any youngsters.
I,
Oh,
I knew you were gonna say that.
you
We
ask
have
a
Harry
Chelsea.
Kane, dude. Harry Kane, youngster, forever in our hearts. Youngster, forever. Harry Kane.
you ask you ask a Chelsea fan, they'll say Callum Hudson-Odoi or Mason Mount. If you ask a United fan, they say Mason Greenwood. And if you ask a Leicester fan, I mean, Harvey Barnes is considered a youngster. So
Yeah.
there are a lot of good options there. So I'm going to turn it off to Jim and let him give him our thoughts on who he thinks the best youngster is, or the top three youngsters in the league.
Yeah, it just this is a very interesting question because we had a lot of youngster play this season overall in English Premier League, and it looks like the trend is changing overall in EPL. More youngsters moving up, and the average age of players just in general seems to be getting younger and younger, as we have shown. And young players have proven that they can actually score goals, and just for example, not EPL but Bundesliga. If I had to choose Bundesliga, it has to be Haaland. He is dominating already. It's like first season, but he's just scoring goals after goals and after goals.
Hey, Jim, can I say something real quick?
Yes.
We're talking about humans here. Holland is not human. He's a robot, bro. Come on. Why you got to do that, man? You can't be comparing robots to humans, bro. That's not
He's
fair.
learning, dude. He's learning human language. His interviews are improving. Um, dude, but if I have to pick a youngster, um, man, I really wanted Fabio Silva to do well this season, but he haven't met my expectation, and I don't think he had met a lot of fans' expectation either. But he hasn't got a lot of playing time either. But it wasn't impactful. So Fabio's out for me, and Phil Foden. What a brilliant player, dude! He's been absolutely phenomenal this season, and Pep Guardiola rates him really well. And man, he just fits in the squad so well. Man City, just the playing style and very fast pace. He knows where to pass the ball. He knows when to shoot. He knows when to score. Definitely a top talent. Definitely a top talent. He's definitely in my top three, but I wouldn't give it the best. I wouldn't say he was the best young talent this season. But if I had to pick one player, I would have wanted to pick Tarek Lamptey, but he got injured and I didn't see more of him, so I can't really pick Tarek Lamptey here. But man, I gotta say Bukayo Saka. Man,
Oh,
he's been.
oh, oh, a
Oh,
Spuds fan giving Bukayo Saka a shout.
a
Oh,
big
that's
shout, a big
interesting.
shout. As a Spuds fan, um, I rate him really well because he is a light of Arsenal's attack right now. I can't believe this guy's also has capability to play as a fullback. Like he can do it, right? But he
Yeah,
usually plays as a winger, and he has been a crucial member and attacking points, I feel like everything starts from Bukayo Saka, and he's contributed everything. And how old is he, Idris?
19.
Man, 19. He born in 2001 and already doing that well. He's already had 50 games in Arsenal and 6 goals since 2018. Some people don't even get that many games at that age. Like most of the players, it's just that they just play a couple games for testing out and then they go back to U23. But Bukayo Saka, man, he's got that main lineup. He's in the main squad now. Is
Yeah.
his starting guaranteed for Arsenal, and man, he can pass and he can shoot, and he's got the pace too. So, man, this guy's a really good talent. So I gotta say, my top talent goes to Bukayo Saka. Let's see, what's
Who
that?
comes in
What's up?
second for you? Who comes in second for you?
Second is Harry Kane. He's born in 2002, and nah, I gotta say second is Phil Foden. I think he's been so dangerous, very dangerous in Man City. Ooh, world class, world class. Man City wouldn't be the same without him. Like when a lot of players were injured, in Man City this season, he stepped it up, and he definitely, I feel like when Aguero was missing, Phil Foden really stepped it up and really replaced him. Like I kind of forgot about Aguero. I mean, he's amazing, but Phil Foden his presence was that big in Man City. I gotta say third youngest player that I've been very impressed with is I gotta say Tarek Lamptey. Even though he's injured, every time I see him play, it's a joy to watch. Wonderful scenery to watch him play when he just runs up the pitch as playing as a right back, and he's got the mad pace. He knows how to create something creative, and he's just up there. His skill level is definitely top 5 team level in EPL. I think he's gonna find a new team because Brighton right now is fighting relegation battle, and I feel like they definitely overused Tarek Lamptey in the beginning. He was exhausted, and I kind of saw the injury coming for him. But that's part of the game. A lot of players, main players, they get injured, and Tarek's just going through that thing. So I'm sure he's gonna learn a lot from this experience, and I think he's gonna be even better when he comes back. But I think he's gonna transfer, and he's definitely one of the youngsters that we should look out for. So, yeah, what about
He's
you,
come
man?
to Arsenal. He's come to Arsenal. Bellerino's living.
No way.
Lamptey to Arsenal. I'm gonna fund it.
Y'all should keep Bellerin. He's been great.
Nah,
I don't know
he's
what's
been
that.
shit. He wants to go
Me,
to
man.
Paris. He wants to go to Paris. He wants to go play with Neymar and the boys, man. He wants to be
Come
on
on,
fashion.
man.
He wants to be on Fashion Weekly, bro.
Bro, he's model/soccer player. He's gotta. But he can do fashion in London too. But I think he's been great though.
Nah, he hasn't had that.
What makes you say that Baller's been bad?
I've watched the games. He's just not. He's just not at the level he was before his injury, and that's personally not down to him. Like all on him. Like the injury really messed up with him. He doesn't have his pace anymore, which is basically half of his game, and he just looks out of it. And I have to feel for him, but
Is this going to be one of the transfers? Oh, but yeah, I mean, I agree that Tarek's going to be definitely a better option for Arsenal if he comes to Arsenal, right? But Bellerin is still good. I think he's still good to stay in Arsenal. Still like a good backup, or he still does his job.
yeah, but he won't take us to that next level in my opinion. But
Oh,
anyway,
Arsenal's climbing. Oh, it's just kind of getting a little.
but to go back to our original topic, yeah, best youngsters in the league. That's hard, you know. My bias will want to say Saka, but man, Phil Foden though. I mean, a lot of fans have this argument that Saka is the better one because he's playing in a shit Arsenal team, which makes sense because like his back is
Mm,
pretty much hurting from carrying Arsenal all season.
yeah.
Like it hurts so much. But Phil Foden, man, he plays at a different level, you know. Because like to be in a team with like superstars, like imagine like playing with De Bruyne, Mahrez, Sterling, and you're stealing the headlines. You got to be incredibly talented to do that, you know. That's
Mm-hmm.
just that's just next level. And I think I used to say Foden was clear Saka, but man, Saka is he's really good. So I'll say they're probably really close, but Foden probably edges it for me a bit, really, over Saka, just because he's Foden's playing in a top team, and like it's not that easy to steal the headlines week in week out against a top team. Like his performance against Liverpool, like that was just class. So he's a class player, and I'll have to give it to him. But Saka's a very close second because the things he's doing at the age of 19, bro. Oh man, it's like I don't know what I was doing at the age of 19. I was definitely not playing this good, and he's just incredible. And I'm just glad he signed the team. You
Yeah.
know,
That
it's
team.
just like if he didn't sign the team, yeah, if he didn't sign the team, he could have left on a free this summer, and that would have broke my heart. You know, I would have probably been crying for like a year, bro. That's just so.
Just
I'm
wept
glad for that. Yeah,
on your
so
back.
I'm glad to. Yeah, so those are my top two. For the third one, it's really hard because there are a lot of youngsters out in the league. Mason Mount is. I used to give Mason Mount a lot of stick, but the more I watch him, the more I'm like, this kid is really good. I thought he just had a preference with Lampard, you know, like
Mm.
English talent. He played under Lampard at Derby County, so Lampard just really liked him. But he's the real deal. Like every time I watch Chelsea and they're not playing so good, he takes it upon himself. It's like, yeah, like I'm gonna go do something. I think that's the difference between academy players and what's it called? And players you buy for big money, because the academy players have been through the system. They know what it means, you know.
Yeah.
Like they're not just there for the money. They have to work there. They have something to prove. And I think Mason Mount gives that off. He gives 110%. He's absolutely class. But we have other ones, like you said, Glamte. It's so unfortunate he got that injury because man, he was turning into. I know we had a discussion about this. Go check an earlier episode on Glamte that we had. He was absolutely bossing it, and unfortunate for him to get injured. Then we have Callum Hudson-Odoi, which I think he's growing onto the scene now. He was a fraud for, for most of the year
Mm.
because not most of the year. Like last year, he kind of did some things. He didn't go to Bayern, and he kind of coerced Chelsea to giving him a big contract. I think it's 100K a week, and he was barely playing first team football. So that's a lot. So
What about
so
Smith Rowe?
oh yeah, Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe reminds me of like I don't know. He's kind of a unique player in the sense that he just does the things he does for his team, you know? Like
Yeah.
he just vibes when he's playing really. Like he doesn't hold on to the ball too long. He just plays it really fast. And you're just like,
Mm.
like there's some players that you're like, oh man, you took too long on the ball. Like Smith Rowe, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
one, two touch and it's out of his feet. And it's just like he just picks up space because of that. And he runs into space for his players, you know. He does the unselfish work. And it's really hard to find a lot of players that do that, you know. I was watching this documentary on Barcelona when Guardiola was still there, and some of the players were saying like Guardiola really wants his players to make selfish runs, you know,
Yeah.
unselfish runs, you know. So like if they make a run, they might not get the ball, but it opens space for the other players, you know. And
Mm.
I think Smith does that really good because sometimes he just makes runs and you're like, what the hell is he doing, you know? But it just opens space and it's like it's pretty impressive. He's another good youngster. And Fabio Silva, high hopes for him, man. It's like
Yeah.
I think it's really hard with Wolves because the injury to Jimenez, I think that really didn't give him the start he wanted because I felt like he'll be learning from Jimenez, you know. really, but
Oh
Jimenez
yeah.
has been he's been injured, and you can't really blame Fabio Silva, but it's a big money move, and 40 million on an 18-year-old that hasn't really proved himself. That's a big investment, you know. I think he
Yeah.
does definitely has the attributes. I've seen him play a few times. He just needs to build his physique, his hold up play. He has really good feet, so I like that about
Mm,
him. And he doesn't need a lot of space to get a shot off. So I like that. I think he just needs to build his physique a little more like Jimenez, you know, where
yeah.
Jimenez can like have his back to goal and not get bullied. So there we have Wesley Fofana, the defender that Leicester signed. He's been unfortunate
Mm.
with an injury recently also. So he's really good, like good signing for him. He's a really commanding center back. Harvey Barnes, man, what a season he's having. Unfortunate for him, he got injured today and he might be out for
Uh,
6 weeks. So that's a huge blow for him. Yeah, I
what
was
happened?
thinking,
Did he roll his
uh,
ankle?
it's a knee injury.
Uh,
So he's going to be out for some time, and that's really tough because I think he was having probably season of his life. Really, he's really
yeah.
direct. He's like an old school winger, you know. He just he's
Pace.
not there. Yeah, he's paced. He's not there for the fancy stuff, you know. He's not like
Yeah.
he's not trying to showboat. He's just
Right.
try,
Right.
he's just trying to beat his man, you know, and take a shot. And it's
Yeah.
unfortunate. Like 6 weeks. That's a long injury to
He
come
just
out.
hustles his way in with the pace, with his body, and then just finds a way, And he's got
Yeah.
that pace. Pretty amazing.
What yeah, one youngster I would like to say that has been really disappointing, and it's not always all down to him, but it's down to the
Yeah.
team as a collective. But is Ryan Brewster? He left
Ooh.
Liverpool to Sheffield. Was it for $23 million? That's a huge investment for Sheffield, and
Yeah.
I don't think he has any goals for Sheffield,
Yeah, I don't
and
think so.
it's and that's really hard, like because he's a young kid. Apparently, he was really talented at Liverpool. Like Klopp didn't want to let him go, but like for that type of money, there's some sacrifices you have to take because like he's not really getting into that Liverpool team anytime soon. If you think about it, because like he's not going to bench Salah or
Yeah.
Mane, even Bobby, and they bought Jota, so he wasn't really going to bench any of those players. So it was the right move for him, but we've just not seen enough of him, and it's really disappointing because he's going to be playing it. They might be playing the championship next season, and hopefully he kicks on. But I'm
Yeah.
really disappointed in him because I kind of had high hopes for him. And before I forget, last one before I pick my third best youngster. This is
Yeah.
I'm just running off youngster. Curtis Jones, man. I can't forget him.
Oh.
Cannot forget Curtis Jones, man.
I didn't
He's a
forget.
quality player. He's definitely quality, you know?
Mm.
Like Liverpool have a serious player on their hand. I'm not gonna lie, you know.
Yeah.
He oozes class, and man, he just plays so he plays with confidence. And when you look at some of these youngsters, you're like, there's no way they're like 19, 20, 21 because of the
Yeah.
way they play, you know? It's just incredible. In England, they have to win an international trophy with all these youngsters, man. They got Greenwood, they got Saka, they got Rashford is still a youngster. He's only 22 if you consider that.
Yeah.
So they got Rashford, Greenwood, Saka, Foden, Harvey Barnes, Madison is still young. They got
Yeah.
so many good players, and they have
Yeah.
to win something. They definitely do, and I hope they do because they just have exciting talents. I think they need a proper coach for them. I don't think Gareth Southgate is the right manager for the England national team. They should get someone of class, but yeah. So the third spot, that's tough. I really want to
William.
say Mason. Hey, he's still a prospect. Don't put that much pressure on him, man. That's too much pressure.
He came back.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say Mason Mount just because the fact that when when shit hits the fan for Chelsea, he seems to be dragging them out of that. He's come up with some important goals. He gives his all, and I have to give it to Mason Mount really. So Foden, Saka, and Mason Mount.
Good choice. So no Curtis Jones. Where would you put him? Like fourth?
I'll, yeah, I'll probably put him fourth or fifth.
Mm,
Really.
that's
So,
Solid pick. So you said first is who? Mo Salah? No.
No. Foden. Phil Foden first, Bukayo Saka second, and Mason Mount third.
Okay. So Idris says Foden, Saka, Mounty. Do you think Mount? Let me ask you this: Idris, do you think Mount style fits well with Chelsea?
I think it does, but they have to play to his strengths most times. Because like most of the times, like he plays really good. It's down to individual brilliance from him. And I think sometimes the Chelsea players are not on the same wavelength as him because Mount plays really quick. He's high intensity if you watch him. But if he loses the ball, he's on you in a flash. Like he's gonna win it back. So
he runs a lot.
Yeah, he's incredibly such an incredible fit player. So I think they have to build on that. Probably build a team around him. I don't know who Chelsea are gonna build a team around because they have some decent players. Do they build it around Timo Werner? Do they build it around Pulisic? And I think that's the task that Tuchel has to figure out, really.
Yeah, I say Giroud, man.
He's never retiring.
He's so good. Like he's still like better than these new signings, I would say. Currently, I what I see is Giroud still tops these guys, like more experienced, veteran. But yeah, eventually you want to bring these players up, younger players.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to mention one thing about Wolves, Fabio, and I like how you touched the point where how we wanted to see him learn under Jimenez, and it really did not work out for that. The way they wanted and how we wanted to see, and I think it would be a different story, if Jimenez was healthy and Fabio kind of learned under him and then played together, and Adama also plays at his full potential at when Jimenez is there. So pretty much everyone in Wolverhampton, it revolves around Jimenez. Like that's how important he was. So. Yeah, man. It's just the unstable environment for Fabio to, I'm actually looking forward to next season, Fabio. I don't think he's gonna get loaned out to any place. Like I think Wolves are looking at long term for this kid. So yeah.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments below who you think the best 3 youngsters are in the league, and let us know.
Yeah. So, let us know, guys.
Jun, do you want to run your list again? You said Phil Foden. You said Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, and who was the last one?
Yeah, Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, and Glamte and Curtis Jones, both at third.
Okay. Yeah, and I said Phil Foden, Saka, and Mason Mount. So let us know in the comments below.
Let us know top 3 youngsters. Do you think we had a lot of youngsters this season? Like standing out compared to last season?
Yeah, I think a lot of youngsters are broken as a talent. I think most teams are done spending big money, and we're seeing youngsters go for big money now. And I think if I can get an academy player to work their socks off, there's no need to go buy like an incredible player. So I think that's good for the future of football. Everyone kind of you can see more kids coming through the academy. And I think it's a step in the right direction because it doesn't create that monopoly of players that we see like Real Madrid and the Man Cities. It's the who has more money, Real Madrid can just go buy whoever. Man City can just go buy whoever. But it's hard to convince an academy kid that's probably been playing there since he was 5 years old to leave his childhood club, I think that's great.
Yeah, speaking of that, there's also a lot of players that are loaned out. These academy young players, and just young players in general in Championship, English Championship, and many other leagues too. So just gotta look out for them. Just keep your eye on them.
Yeah, definitely. But they're the future of the game, man. Because all these grandpas are old now. In a few years, the Messis, the Ronaldos, they're gonna retire.
Yeah.
The Neymars, the Lewandowskis. Then we'll have the new ones. We have the new ones. Haaland, Mbappe.
Yeah.
Foden.
These players just make me happy, I still got 20 years to we're at least going to see 20 more years of these players.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And let us know your top 3 youngsters. Doesn't have to be EPL. It can be any other league. And yeah, leave comments below and hit the subscribe. Any closing remarks, Idris?
Thank you, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, and we'll be back again next week. See ya.
Again. Peace.